Friday. Yeah, I just enjoying myself. It's a Friday. That's what we get to do on Fridays. Enjoy ourselves a little bit. Starting with some headlines. Duran Duran announced his first album in 6 years. Future Past. Duran Duran, that's a throwback to the 80s. A little bit in the 90s. Maybe a little bit in the 2000s. I don't know. Duran Duran, all right. The Batman new look at Riddler has fans flipping out over the drastic design changes of the Riddler, apparently. Let's get serious here, folks. The best Riddler is still going to be Jim Carrey in the Batman and Robin movie. Movie was not great. Val Kilmer was good as the Batman. They probably could have done a lot better had they had a better director, and maybe a better script, and a better Batman, and no Robin, and it would have been a better movie. But the Riddler was outstanding, so you're never going to top that. NASA gets wild new view of distinctive Clyde spot on Jupiter. What? Clyde spot? Oh, maybe that's where Clyde's from. No wonder he's so lost on our planet. Wrong planet, dude. All right, yes, it is Friday. It has been an outstanding week of change, and everyone on the staff has embraced it. Managers have embraced it. Everyone's embraced it. You guys have embraced it, and we've moved through it. So the hard part is over. The feelings of the change and the fear of the unknown, which has been talked about, is gone. Now that fear subsides, and now it's just the work of continuing to push forward to cooler, funner, better things for you and for us, right? So let's celebrate this Friday. Have a great Friday. Got some good Zooms coming up, some good lives coming up. Well, it's Friday. We have the Insta Live, Insta Trivia coming up. That's going to be outstanding. So let's get right into a movie pick because we've worked hard. We've had change this week. It's time to celebrate ourselves and our efforts by picking a good movie to go see. Now, normally, without a year of a pandemic, we would be in the midst of the blockbuster movie season. Not happening this year. Didn't happen last year. Not really happening this year. Blockbusters are going to kind of push back a little bit in the summer, but May is one of the biggest openings for new movies every year. Way back to when? Start of summer, that's coming up, and we got Memorial Day coming up. This huge opening weekend for movies. So I thought, let's look at some great May movies. And I looked and I found that 2 great movies, not my picks for today, but 2 great movies came out in the same year, and I had no idea how cool this year really was. 1977. Now, some of you are already saying, I know it came out in 1977, and you're right. That movie did come out. But what else came out? It was a big movie. Smokey and the Bandit came out in 1977, and Star Wars came out in 1977. Now, if you haven't seen Smokey and the Bandit, which some of you may have not, it's a really, really funny, good movie. It probably kind of stands up for today's standards. Really funny, good characters, great movie. That just must have, in 1977, May was not the time of the blockbuster. It wasn't the blockbuster season that we know it is now, because in 1977, not that many movies were coming out, and the only reason why they released in May is because they knew most people watched movies over the summer. So that's really kind of where that came from. People watched movies in the summer. In the wintertime, people didn't go to the movies that much. You didn't have that many. You didn't have Christmas movie releases. Miracle on 34th Street, the original, came out in May. You didn't have Christmas releases. You didn't have Halloween releases. You didn't have Thanksgiving releases. You didn't have holiday releases. None of that. It was May. You had to make your money on the movies through the summer, and that was kind of it. Right. So, yeah, that was pretty cool. That must have been a big year for movies, 1977. Now, as I kept digging into great May movies, there are so many because it's become the blockbuster movie time month. There's so many great movies to pick from. But I thought, what am I in the mood for myself? Summer's almost here. Allergies are dying down. This is the time to really celebrate summer, and I'm excited about it. I love movies that kind of get me pumped up and get you in the summer vibes of the blockbuster movies and stuff like that. So I thought, what's a really good kind of, not too old school, but good, really get you pumped up? I'm going Iron Man. Yes. 2008's Iron Man really it did not kick off the big Marvel arc of movies that we know that ended in Endgame and the Avengers, but it is the movie that was able to really carry the load. So we know it started back with some of the Hulk movies that were not so great. And then Thor was a plunder, but a stepping stone in the right direction. And then Iron Man really built that foundation, and everything could pile on that. And we went forward into this great Marvel universe that we have now. But this is a really good movie. It's the beginning story, and they did such a nice job with the beginning story that's most of the movie. And there's just a little bit of the Iron Man that we know and think of towards the latter part of the movie, and that part's not even that great. It's the lead up to everything else. It's the story of how he became Iron Man really is what set this movie up for success. If you look at many of the other movies if you look at successful movies that are hero based like this, if you don't set the story, if you don't set up the character and how they developed, where they came from, blah, 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 all that stuff, you don't set that up properly, you don't go anywhere with your movie very well. Look at all the successful ones. Lots of character development into why they became who they are, why they are where they are. If they're just a god, Thor, god of thunder, that takes time to develop. One of the reasons why Thor wasn't as good the first movie. It took a little time to develop that character. But this was awesome. This is really, really fun. It's got lots of action and different things. Different way of developing a character like this. Even different and better than they developed Batman. Now, the first Christian Bale Batman movie, I can't remember what it is. Really good movie because it took you back. It did that huge character development on how he became Batman. Good movie as well. But a movie pick this weekend is Iron Man from 2008. And if you want to watch Iron Man, if you have Disney Plus, you got it. In fact, you got all of them and all the Avenger movies and all the Avenger shows and all that kind of stuff. So you got it there. Everywhere else it's going to be $3.99, $4 rental for you. Amazon Prime, Hulu, YouTube, all of them. So really good movie. Definitely worth the $4 if you've never seen it. Definitely worth the $4. If it's been a long time, you only saw it once, back in the theater or something like that, definitely worth the $4. If you saw it last week, don't spend the $4. Okay? If you saw it last week, it's good. Just watch one of the other ones. All right, let's see what the national day is today.
Good morning, everybody. Here we are, Friday. Yes, Friday. And it's Friday going into another nice weekend, I do believe. Temperatures have gone down a little bit, so it should be nice. But today's nice. And what a good day for this National Day. Did I say what day it was? Did I have a squirrel moment and not tell you it's May the 21st, Friday? Just in case, I'm going to back myself up. But today's National Day is ride your bike to work. Yeah, I'd love to ride my bike to work, but I don't live close enough to ride it. I ain't getting on the freeway on my bicycle. I had to take the back way. It's still too far for me to ride my bicycle. But I'd love to live close somewhere where I can just ride my bicycle. What great exercise would that be to ride your bicycle to work? When you're in smaller towns or when you're over in Europe and people don't drive a lot when they live in the city and stuff like that, they either take the metro or there is a ton of bicycle riding going on. You see people biking it everywhere. The bike racks are they're everywhere. Everybody rides their bike. Less pollution too, huh? So, if you're able to, I know a lot of us aren't going to work right now, but maybe just go ride your bike today. Get a little exercise. Maybe you can tell your parents. I don't know, I'm working from home right now, so I guess I could take my bike out and ride it around the block and come back inside a road to work, huh? Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Okay, but it is the day Get out there. Ride your bike anyway on National Ride Your Bike to Work Day.
Yeah, this is how Bobo like to get to work, man, is ride the bike. You know, it's really, really cool, you know, when you show up to your show and you roll up on a bicycle. You know, you know, you show up and you're like, hey man, I don't need no limos and I don't need no fancy car, I don't need no big no tour bus. Not because I'm not very popular, but because I earth conscious. I think about the earth and the environmental and don't want to make any more greener grasses. Greener grasses arrow. You know what I mean in the air. No more never mind. Just want the environment to be better, so I ride my bike. Got it? Bike to work day. 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 Bike to work. It's so hot out here in the trailer. It's hard to be super creative and play good music when it's so hot. You know what I mean? But it's Friday. Peace out, my friends.
Bike to work day? I don't even own a bike anymore. Honestly, I should. But have you seen the electric bikes? The electric bikes that are out there today? Those are amazing. All kinds of really cool electric bikes. Some of them are even they're gonna have so much power and speed that they're gonna require licensing for these things. But bike to work day, great day. If you can, I encourage you to do so. If you can't, hey, just go out and ride a bike. That's cool too. All right. That is it for Friday. Thank you all for an outstanding week. We will see you at 1 o'clock, Insta Live, Insta Trivia. It's gonna be good. Maybe some oddball questions in there as well, just to have a little bit more fun with it. But thank you all for working through this change with us, being brave to go through this change with us. Have an outstanding Friday and all your Zooms. Take care. Have a good and safe weekend. We'll see you Monday on the morning routine.